Hey, what's up, everybody? Ghosted here. I just actually ended my stream, like 10-hour stream, but I wanted to come out with a video for the homies over on YouTube about my current warrior build that I'm playing right now. And it is focusing a lot on like bone shatter and stuff like that. But our area of effect in maps is really good. I'm actually doing like tier 11 maps right now. Um, and it feels really good. It does feel really good. There are some changes to Warrior right now, like Hammer of the Gods got nerfed pretty bad. I'm trying to incorporate like fire damage and a bit of bleed to try to make this work a bit better. I'm just going to go over a couple things quick. This is going to be a shorter video, no real editing, hopefully, to this video, since I just ended the stream and I'm working on it now. Okay, so again, we're playing Warrior, and we are using the Smith of KITAVA Ascendancy. I've only done 2 trials, so I have a total of like 4 Ascendancy points right now. I did go Coal Stoker for fire and cold resistance situation, just for survivability. And right now I'm just taking 2 small nodes. I'm taking fire damage and I'm taking melee damage, okay? I'm not using fire spell on hit. This is going to be, I think, like a more of an in-game situation for it to like function really well. I tested it today. Temper weapon, manifest weapon, all this stuff is kind of mid. Forge and flame could be good for resistances as well. But what I'm going to tell you, I'm going to sum this up. I have a planner for this. You can check out the planner. But what I'm going to kind of sum up with the passive tree is trying to dabble in attack speed, melee two-handed damage, as well as like stun buildup and damage to heavy stun enemies is kind of like what we have going on right here. So coming down, you see we spec to Blood Rush for skill speed. We also come over here and we get area attack damage and area of effect. So like AoE damage and AoE effect, more attack speed. This is some magnitude of blood and bleeding and stuff. Again, this is just like two-handed damage and stun build up and strength and more strength, and we are using Giant's Blood. And also, again, stun build up, attack damage, mace damage, stun build up, damage to heavy stun enemies, resolute technique, AoE damage. So like I said, that's just me kind of summing up what our tree is currently, and it's working really well in maps. And this tree didn't change much during the leveling process either. Okay, I'm gonna go over my skills a little bit just to explain how this stuff is going right now. Mace strike is just something you throw out on like white mobs or stuff like that. But I'll show this in a map for you guys too really quickly while we're going over some stuff. I am using Bone Shatter. And these support gems on let me go back. Like I said, I'm not going to really edit. Let me go back to Maze Strike. So we have Rage. I'm using Devastate and Armor Explosion. I have a ton of stun buildup. So sometimes in one hit, I'll stun an enemy that will fully break its armor, and that will also cause an armor explosion. I did add the bleed chance to this. I'm testing that still, but that's Mace Strike right there. Also, Bone Shatter, Impact Shockwave. So if you heavy stun an enemy, which we do pretty much every time they're primed for stun, it will do an Aftershock. This new support gem is goated. Reach right here. We don't use accuracy at all. We never miss, and it gives us 35% more area of effect. And Magnified Effect gives us 30% area of effect. So Bone Shatter is doing major AoE for us in maps. Shield Charge, I just use it for mobility. You can check out the support gems in the planner. I did go with Pin, so I didn't want it to stun enemies because sometimes it stunned enemies, so I just put Pin on it so it doesn't stun enemies. Infernal Cry, you just use it to empower your attacks. Perfect Strike, close combat, window of opportunity, martial tempo, concentrated effect. I'm testing Bloodhound's Mark. I'm not really going to talk about that too much. Some of the pinnacle bosses are hard to stun. This will allow you to make them heavy stun with bleed buildup. I'm going to test that. I don't really have a lot to go on right now. It should be the meta for stunning pinnacle bosses probably. Herald of Ash, obviously, we're a warrior. Bone Shatter, added AoE, burn damage. I'm going to include this in a separate video. We're using a low-level Wind Dancer right now. If you get hit while you use Wind Dancer with this setup, Overpower will cause them to be primed for stun. So when you get hit, you will be able to use Bone Shatter after getting hit. You don't even have to hit enemies to prime them for stun. It's OP. This is some tech I found in hardcore, and we're going to make a separate video talking about it. Overwhelming Presence with this new shit, Dire Strike, for just more damage if you're on low HP. So I'm at low HP a lot, so added damage. And then Hammer of the Gods. Right now, I just have Heft, Fire Infusion, and Fist of War. This might change. I'm going to be honest. Hammer of the Gods is really bad right now. If anybody's telling you different, they're wrong. It's just not that good. It got nerfed pretty bad. I'm going to have to find some shit for you know, one-shotting or getting close to that on bosses. It can almost one-shot like rares. That's going to depend on your weapon and stuff like that. I'm going to go over my gear really quickly. This is just stuff that I found. I have an insane weapon. Somebody in the chat actually hooked me up with this insane two-handed mace. I have enough strength to use it with Giant's Blood. But again, you'll see in the planner, like what you want: physical damage, attack speed, ranks to melee. My ring, I'm just trying to get resistances and stats. So you'll see that on the helmet, intelligence, strength. You just want to get resistances so your captain maps. I have some decks here for some support gem usage. Right here, rarity and strength and resistance. Chest piece, I'm at 1,000 armor with spirit. Low res, but low resistances, but the armor and the spirit is why I kept it. I'm using this unique belt. It was super cheap, and it gives 44 strength. That was the only reason I was using it, was for the strength early on in maps. Boots, obviously, you just want movement speed and resistances on your boots. High armor, whatever the case may be. We have a shield right here. It's got strength on it and max life and increased armor. Block chance is always good, and resistances are always good too. And just find the best flask and mana flask and stuff like that. That's as far. I'm trying to go quick and go over the gear. You can see it in my build planner, which will be in the description, as well as a comment pinned down below the video as well. And also, we stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/ghosted. We have an insane community over there. I'll put a link to that as well. So please come over, check that out. We're going to go into this map. I've been mapping all day, so we'll see how chalked I am. But we're going to go into this map just to show you what it looks like really quickly before I do end the video. I'm trying to make a quick video explaining the build. Let me show you the Wind Dancer tech. Let's find a decent sized group of enemies. And Wind Dancer, you see how they hit me, and you see how they hit me and they prime themselves for stun. All I have to do is use Bone Shatter. The whole screen explodes. This can even, in some cases, see again, this in some cases can one-shot rares. You see again, I am running around getting hit and one-shotting. I have never seen anybody use this tech on warrior. So yeah, I'm gonna make a separate video talking about this. This is pretty much how my maps go. They prime themselves for stun, and I blow them up. I'm not gonna do a whole map or anything. I just wanted to kind of show you what the build's kind of looking like. Again, when you see me get hit, it primes the enemy for stun. I use Bone Shatter. It blows up the whole screen usually. When we get to rares and stuff like that, when they're heavy stunned, we use Perfect Strike and stuff like that. But yeah, I still do take a lot of damage sometimes, and I still do die. The build isn't like perfected. What more is there to show y'all? What more is there to show you? You run around, get hit once, and then you blow up the whole screen. What more do you need to see? I obviously could go in and show you boss damage, but boss damage, it's good. It's not the best. Maybe I'll include a clip from like the stream today. I'm just trying to make this video very quick, and I think this build is something special with the Wind Dancer tech and Bone Shatter. No, I have not seen anybody doing this on warrior. I found this in hardcore. I was like, oh, I'll just go Wind Dancer. Oh shit, Wind Dancer is a melee attack. Oh shit, it can prime enemies for stun. Let me just show you again. Wind Dancer. This is a level 4 spirit gem. This is the first spirit gem I took. I'm in maps using this shit. So this is some pretty broken tech that you guys should be using. You should definitely incorporate it if you're using Bone Shatter anyways, like that. I'm not going to do any more of the map. I'm trying to keep this video pretty short. We're already at the 9-10 minute mark. So yeah, I will have a planner for this. Please guys, I'm working hard to make a dope warrior build, even though they're trying to get rid of like our boss damage. I will try to incorporate like a clip of like boss damage in here or something like that. But please like the video, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you're liking what you're seeing with this build, please leave a comment down below to help push this in the algorithm. Will help out more warrior homies with finding the video, and also maybe help them with mapping and stuff like that. So yeah, that's going to be the video. It's a short one, a quick one, no editing. I appreciate everyone who sees this. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.